Okay. All right. So you train police. You've done your Delta Force stuff. How many tours you do?
Uh, Official combat tours 13.
Holy shit! Damn. All right. Did you get Bin Laden?
I did not. I was not on that
Damn.
raid.
All right, guys. I apologize to my podcast listeners.
Yeah.
I thought I got like the real one, but I got the guy that didn't get Bin Laden. Sorry. So
I got a few other guys.
nice. Can't talk about it, but we got some other ones. Um, and then I always do this. Whoops, wrong one. So if you're listening to the podcast only, I am getting ready to show. I have a coworker. His brother-in-law was killed in Afghanistan in 2013. Staff Sergeant Alex Viola. Now he was a Green Beret, not Delta Force that I know of. I don't think. But let me pop that up. I'm going to pop it up here on the screen so you guys can see his memorial thing. I just like to give props to a badass who served his country to the fullest. There he is right there. So, oh, see, the American flag thing worked out. It's still back there. I forgot
Yeah.
to head it up. But yeah, I got Staff Sergeant Alex Viola on the screen. Operation Enduring Freedom. He died November 17th, 2013. So feel free to check out our YouTube version of this, and you'll see him up on the screen here and read exactly what happened. But yeah, he was a Green Beret too, sir.
I love it. I love that you share that. Yeah, even though obviously I'm the proudest of my work in the Delta Force and how elite they are. Uh, I, I've said this before, and I'll stand by this comment. Not on This isn't a my branch versus your branch. Statistically, I can show
Yeah.
you that the Green Berets just took the brunt of the war in Afghanistan. The amount of casualties the Green Berets took because the amount of risk they took and put it out there day after day after day is amazing, and I hope America hears that story and remembers that story, and realizes what the Green Berets did all those years, because it truly was something special.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, man. It's I always feel like I never really served. I'm still in the Air Force, but I didn't do shit. I didn't go. I never get deployed. I got stuck at a nuke base in Montana. Don't get me wrong; it was wonderful.
Yeah,
I liked Montana itself,
yeah,
but I signed up during a time of war expecting to do something,
yeah.
and they stuck me at a nuke base, and I never got to go anywhere. Now I'm in the reserves and
Yeah.
kind of old. I'm 40, so they don't really want to use me for anything important. So
Right.
I train a bunch of Air Force cops, but yeah, I always
Okay.
felt like even though I signed the dotted line, I didn't really do my time. You know what I mean? And we got guys like you and in the Army. One of my best friends from growing up, he's
Yeah.
E9 in the Army,
Oh wow.
and he was airborne. And I say he still is, and he's in an undisclosed place that he told me not to say, so I'm not going to say it. But he's
Yeah.
training people to be badasses with tanks and whatnot
Oh,
right now.
awesome.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, but yeah, he made E9, man, which is crazy. He'd been blown up a few
Yeah.
times, shot a few times, and
Well,
uh,
the whole process of the military is really kind of a. I mean, it's such a low percentage to make in special operations and a minute percentage to get to a tier one level, but it really starts at the beginning, which is, I guess, true of most professions. But it's always odd to me that specifically in the army or the military, where you get assigned a job, or you kind of get to pick a job, but you get to pick a job at a time where you know the absolute least amount of knowledge about what you're about to do, and you pick a job. You just either rely on the recruiter to give you a good job, or you just end up going to the needs of the military. And so it's really a crapshoot right off the bat where they send you from the beginning, if it even gives you a good chance to funnel into something more, if that makes any sense.
yes, yep,
So it's uh, I was just lucky enough that my first assignment was within combat arms, which kept me in the realm of that being a possibility for me. And that has
Nice.
nothing to do of my own account. Like I wish I was one of the guys that signed up and said I want to be an airborne ranger right off the bat because I want to do amazing things.
Yeah.
I showed up and it's like, I don't know. We just got attacked. You tell me where you want me. I don't care where I go. Where does my country need me?
Right.
And he could have sent me anywhere, and I'd have went.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. I know. When I signed up, I thought I was going to thought I was going to Germany because my base was called Melmstrom.
Okay.
And
yeah.
like, oh shit, I'm going to Germany. Like, first one. I was so pumped, and they're like, that's in Montana. Like, look. I was like, another cold state. I grew up in Michigan, and now you send me to Montana. It's the same thing with mountains now.
Well, I guess we're all very lucky that you weren't a part of the war, because when you guys become a part of the war, we have big issues.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So let's keep your experience to a minimum.
Other than the A-10s, had I known about A-10s getting into the Air Force, I may have made a run for that because I didn't know those existed. I just knew about F-16s, F-15, everything you see in Top Gun. I knew that.